Hi Scorpio, welcome. So Scorpio, this is going to be your reading. There are two parts to this reading. The first portion is going to be the general spiritual messages, and the second portion will be the you versus them. If you're only interested in the you versus them, feel free to click the timestamp in the description box and it'll take you straight there. Otherwise, let's get into it. So Scorpio, you have the second house of assets showing up as the overall theme. And this is talking about your material world, your possessions, money, your career, and really being focused in that arena of your life. This is also Taurus energy, so very grounded, very practical energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus or have that in your chart. But it's also about finding pleasure, pleasure seeking, allowing yourself to enjoy the moment, you know. So let's see what else we have coming in for you, Scorpio. And I just noticed that it landed with you at the bottom of the deck. So cool. All right. And I want to say that, like, I feel a very passionate energy coming through. Your 8th house of intimacy might also be really highlighted during this time frame. And as I say that, you have the Ace of Cups and the World card. So some sort of completion in your love life as well. It could be the end of a karmic cycle, a closing of a chapter, but I feel like there's success here, right? So there's something to be happy about. Some of you may downright be in love and share assets or considering that with your partner. Others of you love what you do, and that's where all of your energy is flowing, and you're getting some sort of return on investment. For some of you, it's both, you know, you lucky dog. So let's see what else we have coming through. I do want to use these. I don't use these every time, but I really like these cards. So let's see. Yes, and then you have the card of ripeness. So Scorpio, this is beautiful energy. This is like things being ripe for the picking, opportunities coming in, things coming to fruition. For my feminine Scorpios, this could signify, oh my gosh, being fertile, okay? I couldn't get that word out. If you're in that age range, right? So something to be aware of. So let's see what else we have coming through here for you, Scorpio, and go a little bit deeper. What do you have coming through? The King of Swords. I want to say, like, I have this song stuck in my head, and I don't remember who the artist is, but he says, some nights I'm cashing in my bad luck. Oh my gosh. Fun? Is the song called Fun? It'll come to me. I know the song. It's a great song. Anyways, he says I'm cashing in my bad luck. So maybe you got a string of bad luck for a while, Scorpio. But right now, it's looking like things are turning in your favor. So let's see. You have the Two of Wands. It says, but I still wake up. I still see your dust. Maybe the artist's name is Fun. Oh my gosh, somebody put it in the chat. Hopefully somebody knows. Okay, King of Swords, Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, King of Wands. So I feel like Scorpio, you know, we're starting off the reading with kind of like, kind of a prickly energy. I'm just going to say that. Like, you may have not been feeling very well or feeling like yourself, and it may have put you in a bad mood, okay? And just kind of followed you around, lingered around, you know. But I feel like the dust settling is what I'm getting here. Things livening up for you in a more positive direction as you end on the King of Wands, which is like feeling motivated, feeling inspired, that passion. Wanting that passion. Some of you wanting more passion and romance in your life, or you're manifesting that during this time frame. And then I also heard eyes on the prize. So I feel like there's some future planning here, or future plans maybe you have for yourself, Scorpio, that I heard you're setting the stage for, okay, so like the building blocks are being put into place for some sort of future vision that you have. But it's all about getting out of your own way, right? And just being in the space of love and gratitude, which is not always easy to do when life gets us down, when we're in a bad mood, right? Some of us walk around in a perpetual bad mood, but this is the time to like look to the sky and be hopeful about what is to come in for you. And the quickest way to manifest what you want, the quickest way to get from an undesired situation to a desired situation is to make peace with where you're at, and then find something that you could flow your love towards or your gratitude towards in the current moment, and focus, 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 focus there. And I'm telling you, it won't be but maybe 30 days, if that, before you start to notice a return, okay, from the universe. Gratitude is a very powerful energy, and it will definitely bring a return on investment, okay? So invest your focus wisely and just love what you do, love your life, find a way to love, you know, where you're currently at. So let's see what else. Some Nights, is that the name of it? Some nights I hear my fellow, but I still wake up, I still see your face. You know what's crazy is I know all the words to that song, but I can't think of any of them. All right. Wow, that's a mess. Messy, messy, messy. Okay. So, Scorpio, this all goes together here. Scorpio, there is... Hold on a second. When it comes to matters of the heart, you know, allow yourself to let go of what's not within your control anymore. And that will, in and of itself, ground you right here, right now. Instead of like stressing about something, okay, or fearing something, they want you to see the clarity or the freedom that can come out of this situation. The freedom. Some of you, it's like you were carrying around a heavy burden and it was actually kind of putting you in a bad mood. This is through your thoughts, right? Like overthinking something, overstimulating your mind. And now you're being released from this, right? Whether because karma's stepping in, it feels like it's something outside of your control that is being released from you or changed, or there's some sort of karmic cycle completion around. And as opposed to seeing this as a good thing, you may be stuck in the state of mind of it being a bad thing. And Spirit is saying, no, no, no. Everything that comes and everything that goes is good for you, whether you can see it or not. And to be at peace with that, to be at ease with that, and stop this mental entrapment of thinking that it should be different, or it could be different even, or that, you know, something needs to change or something didn't go right, because everything has gone to plan, right? And then I also got a message about everything comes to pass. Whatever this is, it is putting you in a place of feeling more empowered, Scorpio, and honestly, I feel like it's lighting a little bit of a fire under your ass to pay more attention to what you're passionate about, right? To give love to whatever the universe has brought, or whoever the universe has brought in your life. To let go of feeling like you need to carry someone else's burden or something to deal with this burdensome energy. And I feel this is old energy, meaning it's something you should have released, but you haven't yet. See, because a lot of times we think we want freedom, but what we really want freedom from is our mind. Because all pleasure derives from the mind. and all pain also derives from the mind, right? So a lot of times we think like, oh, you know, I'll be happy when, you know, I have the financial freedom, or I have a partner that allows me freedom, or that, you know, I have a position in life where nobody tells me what to do, right? But the thing is like, first of all, you can't get there from a place of lack by pointing out what you don't want. But also, you can have that freedom right here, right now, without any of that changing, by simply changing your perception of the fact that you do wake up and decide what you do every day. Nobody is deciding that for you. And you also are the only one who chooses your mood, which completely dictates what you're going to attract throughout the day. And so in essence, you're as free could be. And it's a mental state, really. But as you get better at practicing this in your mind, Scorpio, you'll actually start to manifest a better life for yourself. A life where you have more freedom to choose. Because it must be vibrationally true first before it can become physical. So I don't know why I went into that. Some of you may actually be looking to like go out on your own, or like entrepreneurship, or maybe you're feeling like bound to a situation or a place or a title. I specifically heard title for some of you. And it's like, those are all imaginary, Scorpio. Like, the world doesn't have as much control of you as you think. In fact, it has none, only as much as you allow it to through your programmed mind, you know? Wow, super weird reading. I hope this is making sense to some of you. And my phone started ringing while I was talking. Hopefully it didn't cut any of that off. But the High Priestess, the Fool, the Page of Pentacles, and Justice. So, yeah, Scorpio, follow your intuition. There's something that I feel like you feel called towards that you can have. And it's all about listening to your intuition. There's like some sort of new potential here. And there's also the potential to find a fine balance between freedom and love. So you have some interesting stuff going on in the mix here. But those are the two topics, or the two words that keep sticking out to me. Love and freedom. Freedom and love. Loving what you do. Some of you being in love. Freeing yourself from old patterns of thinking. And then being open to the universe to provide you something that you've never experienced before. Ooh. But this is a good thing. This is a good thing because it's teaching you balance. So, let's see what the guidance is, and then we're going to go to the you versus them portion of the reading. You know, I'm trying to think like what that song is about. I think it's like, I think he's saying like literally, when things get tough, there's still always another day. But I still get up. Go check out that song. All right, so you have the card of Ground Yourself. It says, being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are signs that you are not grounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow Spirit to help you ground yourself. Which is so funny because that literally was the first message out. And then here it is again, Scorpio. So, wow, very interesting start to the reading. Now we're going to go more in depth as it pertains to your love life and the you versus them. So just hold on one second and we'll jump to that portion. And welcome back. So we're going to go into the you versus them. And I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so feel free to reverse the roles if needed. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's go ahead and get started, Scorpio. So more of that song came through. I believe it's either the artist is named Fun or the title is Some Nights. I think that's the name of it, by Fun. But correct me if I'm wrong. But he said, oh gosh, I've already lost it. Oh, okay, there it was. He says, "This is it, boys. This is war." So I don't know why that part of the lyric popped out right when I went to the love portion, but maybe it's a battle in love. Who knows? We'll see. Take it as it resonates anyways. So you have the card of Cancer as the overall energy. You could actually be dealing with a Cancer, have Cancer placements in your chart, but it's mostly talking about the vibe, which is very soft energy. This is like very protective, intuitive, sensitive energy showing up. Also, interestingly enough, it talks about moodiness, which I also got in the first part of your reading, Scorpio, like these mood fluctuations showing up. And we have so much going on planetarily, plus 2 full moons in August. We're all a little bit bonkers right now, so please know you're not alone in that. But yeah, this could also be a very defensive energy. So something to be aware of. It's easy to get stuck in the past as well during a retrograde, Scorpio. So also something to be aware of. Okay, so you have the Emperor here in your overall energy and the Ace of Swords in theirs. So this is you kind of claiming your freedom. I keep getting that word, but I wanted to say wisdom. You know, using what you've learned about life and allowing that to help you as you go through whatever this is that you're going through in the connection. This is all about empowerment and calling the shots. Now, this person has the Ace of Swords, which is the truth, clarity, freedom, and victory. So it's really interesting. Both of you showing up as powerhouses, very powerful energy. And what's funny is both of these are kind of masculine energies to me, but then there's this real soft feminine energy showing up here as well. So let's see what else we have coming in, I should say. I'm going to look at the recent past and what led up to the now, and then your perception of each other and how you genuinely feel. Oh goodness, you got a bunch of cards. And there's the Ace of Cups again. I knew that was coming out. So this is interesting because you got the Ace of Cups in the first part of the reading as well. So I feel like, Scorpio, you may have been in this phase of just taking care of yourself. And interestingly enough, the first thing that I heard was taking care of business, which was also a song I got in the Aquarian reading. Some of you dealing with an Aquarian. If so, check out the Aquarius reading. Others of you, it's just like, yes, in this space of taking care of business, taking care of yourself, being productive, holding yourself accountable as well. And at the same time, there's wish fulfillment, there's healing, there's love. This is beautiful, Scorpio. There's beautiful energy here for you. Some of you, have just been in a really good space, you know, in life or with yourself or with your partner, where it just feels like things are building momentum, you know, you're building together possibly, or the love is building in the connection. So really beautiful. Let's see what's on this person's side. Nine of Swords. The Ace of Wands. The King of Pentacles. Two of Cups and the Hermit. So whoever you're dealing with here, Scorpio, they've definitely, it's interesting to me that the Nine of Swords is here, because look how beautiful this energy is. Like, this person definitely gets in their own way with their own stinking thinking. A lot of the time is what I hear. So, but I feel like overall this person, you know, feels or felt a lot of passion towards this connection, may view you as a soulmate or somebody that is a divine partner to them. it maybe even caused this person to grow spiritually, this connection, right? Well, it definitely did. I feel like this person knows more about themselves than they did in the past, but also is learning about themselves through the connection, and it opening them up in a lot of different ways, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. And yet sometimes they can't see it for what it is. Sometimes they stress about little things, or they let their own insecurities or their own fears block them from seeing all the blessings that this connection had brought to their life, which is often the case, right? A lot of us block our own blessings simply just because we do not give our awareness to them, but never intentional. And I don't feel it intentional on this person's part. They stress themselves out, like this doesn't feel good to them either. But for the most part, I feel super connected, or they feel super connected to you, Scorpio. So let's see what the perception is. How do you see this person in the now? The Chariot. But I still wake up, I still see your dust. Knight of Wands. That song is like kind of like life goes on type of theme, I guess. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you, this is a lot of action-oriented energy, and both of these cards represent a choice, right? And interestingly enough, this is the cards your spiritual reading landed on. So I feel like some of you have had to weigh out some sort of decision around the connection, but ultimately, and there's also this message too about like wanting things to be fair. Okay, or a heavy emphasis on fairness. I don't know if this is coming from you, Scorpio, or your person, but there seems to be an issue around that, or concern around that. Even though things are moving forward, even though there is, action here, and yet at the same time, there's this back and forth going on, like weighing things out. I don't know if this is you or your partner, but it creates this kind of like back and forth, or maybe even indecisive energy. And that somewhat stunts the growth and the connection. So let's see this person's perception. Well, Ace of Cups again. Okay. Well, if you're doing a love reading, you want the Ace of Cups. Okay. 3 of Wands. But I still wake up. If I don't stop singing that part of the song, can't help it. All right. So I'm arguing with myself right now. Okay, so Scorpio. I definitely feel like this person has a lot of love for the connection and definitely envision their future with you. They want it all, I feel like they either feel like they have it all with you, or that they could have it all. But, at times, again, here's that person's insecurities. Here's this uncertainty showing up. And it causes them to kind of hold back or withhold some things from you. Even though I feel like in their heart of hearts, Scorpio, they have a lot of love and passion for the connection, right? And even though there's hesitancy here, they still want and plan a future at the same time. So let's go deeper then and see how you feel underneath it all. For my Scorpios. The Hangman. The Hangman, the Four of Cups, and the Fool. So, Scorpio, you know what? Hold on a second. So what's the hang up then? The hang up is there's some sort of disappointment here, or a fear of being disappointed for some of you. And again, this is real similar to the Aquarius reading. Check it out if you have that in your chart. But it's like, what I'm hearing is, it seems like the disappointment is coming from something outside of you, is a reaction to something outside of you. But Spirit wants you to flip your perspective inward. Disappointment is a sign that you are not having faith that what you truly want and deserve is available to you, and it always is. And so if you could shift your perspective, instead of being disappointed, being hopeful that change will inevitably come, or something will inevitably make itself right, it becomes right. And this reminds me of the spiritual reading, because I went off in a little tangent that I certainly wasn't expecting about perspective. But anyways, let's bring it back down to earth. Yeah, there's something here that is clearly disappointed, you know, and it's still residing in your energy. But I feel like there is the Ace of Pentacles, which is a higher level of commitment, which is a big opportunity. And it's a big opportunity to go into a new direction. And they're wanting you to hold that as your perception of, like, not that things have went wrong or there's something to be disappointed about, but instead this opening up an avenue to new and fresh energy coming through and some sort of higher level of commitment. So let's see what this person's the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, what's going on in their heart space, death and rebirth, the Three of Cups, that's you. So you're definitely showing up in this person's heart space. They're kind of guarded with their emotions, though, especially when they don't trust or when they feel insecure. Okay, Scorpio, like, I feel like sometimes even this person is like, I just need to escape for a little while, you know, to gain a fresh perspective. But I feel like this person does hold you in their heart space, and at the end of the day, they really do want to be supportive to you, but they want to feel that support as well in return. Okay, if you had an ending with this person, they may crave a reconciliation with you, even though they may not show that on the surface. They may actually come off kind of defensive, but truthfully, they still hold you in their heart space, Scorpio. So, because, you know, they've envisioned so much with you and they feel that connection. I heard no matter what. Oh, yeah. So let's see where this is headed and go into the most likely future outcome for you. Most likely future outcome for my Scorpios. The Wheel. There's the Five of Cups. Don't let this disappointment grow. All right. Ten of Cups, meaning don't dwell. It doesn't serve you to dwell on things that have disappointed you. It just creates more tension in your body and more disappointment, but it doesn't actually change anything outside of you. We think we punish people with our bad emotions. I'm going to be angry at you to punish you. But the only person you're punishing ever with those types of emotions is yourself, because you're the only one who is getting the vibrational repercussion of that. Because when you're in a state of anger, your body is in a state of tension. When it's in a state of tension, it cannot receive source energy, which if you stay in that too long can result in health problems, but also mental problems. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't serve us, right, to be in those emotions. Not saying don't feel your emotions. Like, it's all right to be pissed off sometimes, you know? But don't stay there. Don't dwell there. Don't let it become resentment. Don't let it change who you really are. You know, feel it, honor it, let it go. Return to baseline. That's the encouragement. Because some of y'all are getting ready to take a disappointment and dwell on it until it completely erupts or drains you completely. And there's a lesson for you to learn around that. There's a lesson here about the fact that the only person you ever truly punish with your negative emotion is yourself. It doesn't change other people. You can't force someone to feel anything. You can only control your emotions. So be kind to yourself by feeling them and then letting them go and returning to love. Feeling them, letting them go, return to love. This is the process. This is the process of alignment, but it's also the process that will get you what you want quicker, as well as make you feel better. So on the heels of that, Scorpio, there is a beautiful energy coming in. This is emotional satisfaction, fulfillment, the 10 of freaking cups. This is like having it all emotionally. And here you are, the King of Cups, whether you're masculine or feminine. So after this little dark night comes the light, right? So I feel like you bouncing back into feeling like yourself again. And it's like the quicker you can get into that good feeling space, the quicker the good comes to you. This is getting what you want. Not through coercion, not through making other people feel some kind of way, not through manipulation, but by simply paying attention to how you feel and prioritizing feeling good. And then you get what you want. Let's see. So let's see. Now, some of you, oh, never mind, I'm not going to go into that. Okay, I might come back to it. The Empress, the High Priestess, the Seven of Wands, and the Star. Holy Aquarian energy in this reading. All right, but you have other zodiac signs too. I just noticed the correlation there. So this person is on their own healing journey. They are taking better care of themselves, listening to their intuition more, ignoring the negative naysayers, okay? And because of that, they are also getting some sort of wish fulfillment. So I feel like some of you felt, okay, I see what happened here. Some of you, maybe there was something that occurred here that made you feel bad, and therefore you wanted to make this person feel bad, but since you can't control other people's emotions, that was never a possibility, but you continually punished yourself by feeling bad. In the meantime, this person has been working on themselves, healing themselves, and been prioritizing how they feel more than trying to coerce you to feel anything. And they're gaining some wish fulfillment out of this, some alignment through this. And don't let this make you mad, Scorpio, because you have wish fulfillment coming in for you too. It's just that you struggled with this more than they did. But I also feel like you're a more emotional person than this person, especially if you're dealing with an Aquarius or an air sign, Gemini or a Libra. You're definitely dealing with things very differently. They're coming from a very cerebral approach and you're coming from an emotional approach. Neither approach is wrong. You're both going to get where you want to go. But your struggle doesn't have to be as much of a struggle. Let me say it again. If you can see it through a different lens, Scorpio. But at the same time, you know, they say like the people who go through the most come out the best. That's 100% Scorpio energy right there. That is what a Scorpio, that's why you're a Phoenix. You know what I mean? Because you're a Scorpio, you tend to attract very intense situations, right? That would probably destroy most people, but you withstand it. And that's because once that's done and you're done, your suffering is done. It's done the day you decide that you're done suffering. When is suffering done? On the day you decide you are no longer going to focus in ways that make your mind suffer, right? But as soon as it's done, and it's done, I can't get around that. Spirit wants me to tell you it's done. Now is your time to be the phoenix, to be the light, to allow life to be easy for you because you're easy on yourself, right? There's a huge, huge spiritual lesson around this, and I keep trying to get away from it and like just read the cards, but I keep being pulled back into this like ethereal type of message here, Scorpio. But like through this, whatever you've been through, comes like the best reward, which is like, since you've been through the worst and you still survived, now there's nothing to fear. You've already been through your worst fear. There's nothing else to fear. You know what I mean? Like sometimes working through contrast or working through our fears, you know, demonstrates to us that we are capable of anything. You know what I mean? And that there's no longer anything to fear. And I don't know why I'm going into this. I hope I'm connecting with you guys because I just feel really drawn to talk about this. But there's freedom in that. No longer fearing is freedom. Freedom. And that was the overall theme of the spiritual reading. Freedom and love. Those are what's being highlighted. And actually, Spirit bringing a perfect balance to both by helping you release fears. Holy cow. Well, good things are coming to you. 10 of Cups. There's also wish fulfillment on this person's side. Let me take it back to the cards. So I feel like you're both getting what you want, whether that's in union. For a lot of you, it is going to be in union. This person is a wish come true for you, or maybe you are they to them, and there's union here for a good majority of you. For others of you, it's just like you getting exactly what you want, and this person also receiving the same. So, wow, let's see what the guidance is. I don't know how much more guidance I can get. That was very intense. Don't mind my doggy. Oh my gosh, it's the card of love. How did I know that? Doc, come here. Didn't I say the two themes was love and freedom? Why are you barking? You wanted to say hi? Say hi. He's getting so big. Everybody always asks how Daisy's doing, my other dog. She's doing awesome, guys. Daisy's still the queen bee. This one's just more attached to me and never leaves me alone. So he's always in the videos more. All right. Anyways, you have the card of love and ancestral wisdom. It says, love is the foundation of your existence, and you're worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be beautiful, it's equally a form of energy that will propel you forward in life. Be open to love. And then you have ancestral wisdom. We're your ancestors. We love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this time to learn and grow from our past experience. You are a legacy, and you will help us to continue to evolve. So this is about breaking generational curses. I don't like the word curses. Generational cycles, Scorpio, and understanding that you have ancestors and guides with you all along the way. So, wow. Holy cow. I love this reading. I hope it resonates with whoever it's meant to resonate for. It was super specific. But zodiac signs you could be connecting with or having your own chart. Aquarius, obviously. But I have your energy, Scorpio. I also have Virgo here. And I felt Gemini energy at the first part of the reading. Cancerian, Aries, Taurus, Libra, Cancerian again, Aries again. Yeah. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And I am wishing you guys all the best. Also, please like, share, and subscribe, and comments help me get back into the YouTube algorithm. I fell off the algorithm when I took a little bit of a hiatus last year. I was going through my own relationship stuff. But help me get back in there, guys. So share. And also follow me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I go live there all the time, especially on Facebook. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my accounts, all of them linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section where you can donate to the channel. If you'd like to do so, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very best, Scorpio. And until next time, my friends, namaste.